Have you ever wondered why ISO 27001 is pivotal in the realm of information security? Well, it's because the ISO 27001 standard is instrumental in safeguarding the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information. It achieves this by applying a well-defined risk management process, which provides assurance to all interested parties that risks are managed appropriately. ISO 27001 is not just a technical standard, it's a business enabler. It helps organizations secure their valuable information, and in doing so, it also helps them win the trust of their customers. The fact that an organization is ISO 27001 certified communicates to its customers, partners, and stakeholders that it takes information security seriously. Moreover, ISO 27001 helps organizations achieve compliance with various laws and regulations, thereby avoiding potential legal and financial penalties. Now that we understand the importance of ISO 27001, let's delve into the specifics of one of its key components, Clause 4. Clause 4 of ISO 27001, also known as the context of the organization, is the bedrock upon which your information security management system is built. This clause encourages a thorough understanding of your organization and its context. It's about knowing what makes your organization tick, the external and internal factors that influence its operations, and how it interacts with the broader world. Next, we delve into the needs and expectations of interested parties. Who are these parties? They could be customers, regulatory bodies, or even your own employees. Recognize their needs, and you'll be well equipped to meet their expectations. Then we explore the scope of the information security management system. It's about defining the boundaries of your system to understand what is included and what is not. Finally, we touch on the information security management system itself. This is your organization's approach to managing information security risks, and it's crucial to get it right. With a grasp on the essentials of Clause 4, we move on to its implementation. The first step in implementing Clause 4 involves a deep understanding of your organization and its context. Now, what does this mean? Essentially, it's about recognizing the unique factors that define your organization. This includes both internal and external elements that influence how your organization operates. Consider the internal issues first. These could be your organizational culture, your operational processes, or even your resource capacity. Understanding these will provide a clearer picture of your organization's capabilities and limitations. Next, we shift our focus to the external issues. These could be legal requirements, societal expectations, climate change, e.g., existing clients asking to reduce carbon footprints, storm and its effects on supply chain, etc., or market competition. These factors have a direct impact on how your organization can achieve its intended outcomes. The key here is to identify and understand these issues as they directly affect your ability to implement a successful information security management system in line with ISO 27001. It's a vital first step in this journey. Once you have a firm handle on your organization's context, you can move on to the next step. The second step revolves around understanding the needs and expectations of interested parties. As we continue our journey through Closer 4 of ISO 27001, we delve into the importance of identifying interested parties relevant to the Information Security Management System, or ISMS for short. These interested parties are not just your customers or employees, but they can be anyone who has a stake in your organization's information security. They could be your suppliers, business partners, regulators, or even your competitors. Now, why is this step important? Well, understanding who these parties are and what their expectations might be allows us to shape our ISMS in a way that meets these needs and expectations. This, in turn, helps to ensure the success and effectiveness of our ISMS. A well-implemented ISMS that takes into account the needs of all relevant parties can not only protect valuable information but also enhance business operations and build trust with stakeholders. So, how do we identify these interested parties? It's a process that requires careful thought and consideration. Start by looking at your organization's interaction with external entities. Who are you providing information to? Who are you receiving information from? These questions will help guide you in identifying the parties that have a direct interest in your information security. Next, consider the requirements of these interested parties. What do they expect from your ISMS? What are their concerns and priorities when it comes to information security? Understanding these requirements will help you ensure your ISMS is designed and implemented in a way that meets these expectations. Remember, this is not a one-time process. As your organization evolves and as the landscape of information security changes, the interested parties and their expectations may also change. Therefore, it's crucial to revisit this step periodically to ensure your ISMS remains relevant and effective. Having identified and understood the needs of interested parties, you are now ready to define the scope of your ISMS. The third and final step in implementing Clause 4 requires you to define the scope and establish the ISMS. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. Start by considering the boundaries and applicability of your ISMS. Think about it as drawing a map of your information security landscape. What's in, what's out. This decision should be based on the needs of your organization, considering aspects such as legal, regulatory, and contractual requirements, as well as the organization's strategic risk management context. Remember, the scope should be adequate and effective in addressing your organization's information risks. Once you've defined this scope, you need to document it. Yes, paperwork is a part of the process, but remember, this document serves as a reference point for all your future actions related to information security. It guides your team, your stakeholders, and any external auditors or regulators who might need to understand your approach to information security. Now let's move on to establishing the ISMS. This involves setting up the processes, policies, and procedures required for managing information security within the defined scope. You're essentially setting up a machine that will work to continually safeguard your organization's information. But setting up the machine isn't enough. It needs to be maintained and continually improved. This is where ISO 27001's Plan, Do, Check, Act, or PDCA cycle comes in. You'll need to plan your actions for addressing risks, do or implement those actions, check or monitor and measure the effectiveness of those actions, and then act or take corrective action as necessary. This cycle is repeated over and over, ensuring that your ISMS never stays stagnant but continues to evolve and improve. And with that, you have successfully implemented Clause 4 of ISO 27001. Remember, the journey to information security is a continuous one. Always monitor, review, and improve your ISMS. Thank you for your time and looking forward to embarking on the journey of implementing Clause 5 of the ISO 27001 standard.